Welcome to Be a Legend. And we could be in a position where if we're not careful, we end up with the sack. We don't want that, do we? Hello and welcome to episode 12 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Yeovil in the Vanarama National League and also against Wrexham, both in the Vanarama National League, and we'll be hoping that we can turn the corner as you could say. Right, since you were last with us, we have been doing some business in the markets. You will see Omari Sterling James has come in as we hoped on a free. He's on international duty at the moment, so we won't get to see him, I don't think, in today's episode. We might in the second game, certainly won't in the first game, but he is a 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, and he has started off reasonably well, as you will see down here. He's played 5 Vanarama National League games, scored 1 goal, 2 assists. He's got an XG of 1 and average rating of 6.98. He's also out playing in the CONCACAF at the moment, played 4 games, 1 assist, and has a 6.8. And then he's also played, I think it was in a friendly, and he had a 7.60. So he's off and running and looking quite good at the moment. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that he comes good, Sterling James. And then we have brought in another goalkeeper. Don't ask me why I brought in another goalkeeper, but I have Alex Faject. I can't pronounce. We'll just call him Alex for now. I will practice his surname. He has come in. He was on a freebie, I think. Let's just check. Previously at Filed, but released from Filed. He is... didn't mean to do that. He is a 3.5-star current ability, 4-star to 4.5-star potential ability, and he stacks up against the other goalkeepers. We brought him as a first choice goalkeeper, and we may well have a problem with Scott because we did bring him in as a first choice, but we have 3 goalkeepers who are very, very similar. We're going to end up with 2 out of the 3, I fear. Yeah. But going back to him, as you'll see, Manchester United, Blackpool, so he has got a little bit of pedigree there. So hopefully he will stack up. He has actually played a couple of games in goal for us up to now. Ingrabaum, Irogabanum. He is a midfielder, central midfielder. We were lacking a little bit of ability in central midfield, but I think we've been dissuade really, because when the original scouting was done, I'm sure his technique was 18, so we thought, well, that's got to be good, but actually when he's come through, his ability isn't quite as good as what we thought. So we have him on loan from West Brom. Hopefully he will take up that mantle in central midfield. His best position is as a Mazzala or a Corelio in that midfield role. So he is a 3-star current ability, 4 to 5-star potential ability. So if he plays well, who knows, might take him on full time. And also Akil Wright, who is also a central midfielder. As I said, we needed a little bit of oomph there. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, 25 years old. He comes in having played at a number of clubs, Fleetwood, Wrexham, York, and then comes to us pretty much from York, so he'll know Felix, as he's played with him there previously, but he can also play in a number of other positions as well. He can play on the right of midfield, he can play as a defensive midfielder, and he can also play as a central defence as well as an attacking midfielder. Not quite so good in attacking midfield, but he's pretty good in all those other positions. So he is quite a good utility player, shall we say. So they are the ins, no more outs as it currently stands. So what has been happening since you've been away, I hear you ask? Well, you last were with us. We had a 2-2 draw against Chesterfield and a 2-1 loss to Solihull Moors on the first day of the season, first 2 games of the season. We then beat Hartlepool as our first win in the National League. Cardwell and Garner leaving it until late to win that one, as you'll see from this. They took the lead after 48 minutes early in the second half, and we left it until quite late to actually get that winner. But Garner's 85th minute winner was something to behold, in as much as it cheered us up somewhat of being quite down and despondent. Here we are, a ball swung out to South Thomas, ball forward to Garner. Garner just chipped it over the goalkeeper, and that had us all cheering at that one. So that was Hartlepool. We've set up a couple of friendlies, or at least my assistant manager has. We played Real 1879 and beat those 8-2, which gives us a little bit of confidence. And then we went and lost 2-1 to Stockport, 2-1 to Halifax, and we were looking really down in the doldrums. But then we changed formation. We have changed formation. We've gone back to formation that I've had previously with Bradford Park Avenue, I think it was, at the start of that save in FM20. It seems to be, at the moment, touch wood, seems to be working here as well. And let's go back to this screen. A 2-1 win against Dulwich Hamlet. Lewis Riley and Ollie Shenton scoring the goals there. Did we come from behind again there? No, we didn't. Lewis Riley gave us the lead after 35 minutes. Mullins equalising after 49, and we thought, here we go again. But it was Ollie Shenton who actually won that game for us. Looking at these 2 games, I have a feeling... Oh, no, we didn't, because that was late. Getting a consolation goal. It might have been this one that we were actually in the lead against Halifax. No, it wasn't. I'll tell a lie. We were 2 goals behind and got a consolation there as well. So I was positive one of those we actually took the lead and lost both of them. Anyway, that was the 2-1, and then we went on to play Barnet and had a nice 5-2 win against Barnet. As you'll see, we were 3 goals in the lead. They got 1 back. Garner opened up the gap again to make it 4-1. They got 1 back, made it 4-2. And then right on injury time, Sterling James scoring his first goal for us 1 minute into injury time to make it a comfortable 5-2 win against Barnet. And then we've just played a friendly against Colville, a nice 8-1 win where we did a bit of rotation, give a few players a rest, give some of the players a bit of game time. And Jemar Smith South Thomas scored 4 goals in that game. Absolutely outstanding game for him. So that brings us to today's game. Yeovil Town away, Wrexham at home is sandwiched with Bedford. We're not going to see that game. We'll play that off camera. But Bedford, another friendly organised by my assistant manager, sandwiched in there. So I think without any more to do, it's time to go through to this first game against Yeovil Town. What I will do though before I do it is have a look at the table, because I haven't done that bit. So where are we in the table? We are 12th, 7 games played, 10 points out of 7 games, so we're ahead of the goal a game average, which is quite good. We are 10 points towards the 50 points that we want really to secure safety, which is our target. So only 40 points to go, and you will see Southend are leading the pack at the top with 19 points from 7 games. They haven't lost yet. Neither have Dagenham and Redbridge. They are on 17 points, so we've still got them to play. So they'll be coming. Yeovil Town are 19th, which is quite surprising. Only 6 points from the 7 games. and then we will be playing the other game, which is Wrexham, and they are just above us, actually in 9th at the moment with 11 points, so only a point above us, so that could change a lot in this episode if we can do some wins. With any more to do, let's have the game against Yeovil. And this is the team that we're putting out against the Yeovil Town team. Alex in goal. Still can't pronounce his surname. Haven't been practicing. Dwyer, Thompson, Baines and Gymphy are our defence. Savage as our defensive midfielder. And then we have South James on the left side because Sterling James is on international duty. Aranganaban is in midfield and Ogunby is on the right hand side. Riley and Garner are up front because Cardwell has been injured. He is on the bench as he is coming back, can play 75 minutes according to the medical team, but we thought we'd put him on the bench. He may come on for a cameo towards the end, depends on how we're doing. Irwin is our substitute goalkeeper. Leather right, Felix, so Akil Wright gets onto the bench. Felix and Cardwell are our team. So a number of players needing match fitness. Akil Wright needs a number. So does Tim. And as you'll see, a number of changes, but don't be too perturbed by that. That was because that was from our friendly game. Because it's picking up the last game that we played. And outstretched arms, no, pump fists. Fully expected to keep our run going and win this match. Dylan Thompson seems demotivated. What are you demotivated about? Pump fists. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. Still seems demotivated, but there you go. We'll see how he goes for this. Down to 13th as it stands at the minute. And first highlight, Yeovil with the throw in. And they have scored and straight through Alex, but it's disallowed. Obviously an offside there somewhere. Indeed there was. I wasn't watching the linesman put his flag up. Yeah, he's waving it in the air. Right, South Thomas is being played out of position. I know, but we haven't really got anybody. We could switch it around and play Felix on the right and Ogunby on the left, I guess. But then Felix is out of position. Right, we're going to have to ignore that and play with what we've got for the minute. And now Savage is injured. He's picked up a foot injury, which is never good. And Akil Wright will have to come on for him. And we'll get a first view of Akil Wright. And we have actually had a couple of shots now. I was beginning to wonder whether we get a shot on target in this half, but we've not many highlights. We have held them to a pretty much a 0-0 at half time, albeit XG wise they are the team in the ascendancy. Alright, pump fist, we're not doing too bad here. If everyone can do it, we'll win this. And everybody's reasonably composed. Jed Garner isn't having a particularly good game. Let's see if we can give him a bit of a... Mind you, he's motivated. Go out there and play your natural game. Dylan Thompson. Point the finger. Oh, I can't point the finger and thingy. Come on. Hands in pockets. Hands on the hips. Pump fists. Outstretched arms. Hands together. Hands in pockets. Now let's do this one. That's motivating him. Right, good. Let's go with that for now and see what happens. We might have to. They have a throw in on the far side, and that was blocked. They're still on the attack. We're not performing as well. Ogunbi wins the ball forward to Garner. Garner heads it forward to Riley, and Riley's on now. Can he put this away? Oh, that was very. Thought that was going in for a minute, but wide of the target, and they have another throw in. Baines with the ball forward. Riley, it's almost identical to last time, and Riley this time straight at the goalkeeper. But that shows a bit more attacking intent, and they have a free kick, which is a bit of a worry, right in front of goal, and it's gone wide. Alex just stood there and watched it go. Right, let's see if, let's change it up to an attacking danger that we go behind here if we're not careful. If we open up too much. Alex with the kick forward and headed out to Ogunbi. Ogunbi to Tim. Tim forward to Garner. Garner in, and Riley scores. So open it up, and we're back in the box seat. Fantastic. 6th goal of the season for Lewis Riley. Ogunbi picking the ball up in midfield. Tim, and this is what we're going to have him on loan for. Perfect ball forward to Garner, and tucks it back for Riley. Garner and Riley are doing quite well. Cardwell is going to find it difficult to get back in the team. He's going to have to prove himself, and that pushes up to 9th place right now. Right, time for a few changes maybe. Ogunbi is tired on this side. Do we replace him with Felix? So is South Thomas. Is this the opportunity to bring Ogunbi over this side? Bring Felix on that side? That's 2 of our changes done on. We don't really have a lot of options otherwise outside of that. Let's do that for now, and Ogunbi wins the ball, finds Garner, and we are on the counter. Garner pushes it forward for Riley. Riley's on again and scores his second. And our 7th, well, not our 7th, but his 7th goal of the season, our 2nd on the day. And wow, we have turned this from being sort of very conservative in the first half and early part of the second half. And 2 goals now from Lewis Riley has put us right in it. And we are 9th, 13 points as it currently stands. And a far better position than we were at the end of the last episode, that's for sure. Lewis Riley 66 and 81, and I think we're probably, with that in mind now, we will make our final change with 82 minutes gone. Who needs to come off? Jed Garner has had a good game. He has had a good game. I think it's time that we perhaps give Cardwell a little bit of a run out as our 3rd change. So I'm going to confirm him as sub. We are going to, we can't do anything actually at the minute. Let's just start the ball rolling again, and then we should be able to change back down to positive. Or should we go to balance? Let's go to balance. See the game out now. Give the guys a shout. Cheer them all up. There we go. and we'll see the game out, because I think we have done all that needs to be done, and I make no apologies for that. We have done the business. So the change in formation is definitely working. That's 3 games on the trot we've won now, and through to the dressing room and outstretched hands. Nobody gave us a chance. You played magnificently. Well done, you. We have a tough game against Wrexham now. Wrexham look like they've won today and have gone up a bit further. They have won 3-0 against Southend, who were top. That's the first game that they've lost. So Wrexham, and that will be a real big test for us as it currently stands. Let's have a look. Savage, he's out for 2 to 3 weeks, but we have Akil Wright, who comes in that. Tim Arangaboom, I'm going to check out how to say that. And Riley, he gets the pat on the, or handshake again, not the pat on the head, but yep, he gets that. Let's just check. What am I looking for here? This one. Akil Wright, he had a 7, so I think he will probably be alright there. Irangabum didn't play particularly well. 6.6 he got from that, so bit of a mixed bag there, albeit he did do some sort of decent balls for us to get us out of that. Right, without any more to do, it's time to move on to our second game of the episode, which is against Wrexham. And this is the team that we have selected against Wrexham for our second game of the episode. It's Alex Fojek in goal, Dodgson, Leather, Baines and Hughes in defence. Akil Wright plays defensive midfield. Sterling James, Tim and Ogunby in the centre of midfield. Riley and Cardwell reignite their partnership up front. And on the bench today we have Irwin, Dwyer, Smith, Walker and Garner. So let's see what we can do with this match, having won the first match of the episode. We've also won 3-0 the friendly against Bedford in between, off camera. We'll have a look at that in a short while after this game. And through to the dressing room. I was waiting for it to go through to the dressing room, but it doesn't do it automatically. I had forgotten. Right. We are slight underdogs for this match, so I've got to be careful. I don't fully expect them to run. Come on, lads, show me what you've got. Pump fist, can we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Motivated a few of them, so we'll go with that. And we are at home for this, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, as we know. And nothing happened in the first quarter of an hour. Wrexham have had a shot, but I think there's a free kick. Sterling with the free kick, and he's put that one away. Omari Sterling James, his second goal of the season, and he has a an ability to be able to curl them round the defence and into the back of the net. And we are 1 goal to the good after, well, just short of 20 minutes. Can we keep it that way? That's the question. Long ball forward for Wrexham. Curled ball goes out wide. Well blocked there by Dodgson. Sterling. Dodgson has come to me. He's said he wants. I promised him regular football when he joined, but I've said to him, well, maybe at the moment he should think more of being a squad player, more likely to rotate and switch people around. So he's happy with that, albeit it's messed up his morale a little bit, but hopefully he gets a little bit of game time for a few games and then only drops out for a couple of games and so on. He'll realise that is how I'm going to play them. We might settle down to a regular side, but when we've got lots of games like we have on a Saturday, and Riley there with a shot, just seeing the replay of it, which was stopped by the goalkeeper. we do have a corner. Sterling. And a second goal, this time from Riley. The referee's given it. The Wrexham defenders are not happy by any chalk of the imagination. Not quite sure what happened. Completely missed by the defender, and Riley was lurking and had plenty of space to put it away. Highlight continues from kickoff, which is always a bit of a concern, as we've said before, and hasn't changed in FM21 against FM20. And that long ball forward to nobody. Hughes cuts it out and moved around in defence, but given away by Hughes. Poor pass. And they're playing it around nicely, looking for space, which we're not giving them at the moment. And Baines puts in a tackle, and we're on a counter again. Sterling with the counter. Is he going on his own? He's going to have a shot on his own. He had a couple there, Cardwell and Riley inside him. He could have tucked it away, but he didn't. Yeah, so we may have a bit more of a settled team as time goes on, in which case they perhaps won't get so much game time. Wrexham only had that one shot. We've had 5 on target, which is quite good. And oh, that looked like it was a header potentially for an own goal. We were up to 6th, dropped to 7th at the moment, but we are up from where we were at the start of play. Can only be down to goal difference. So first half, possession wise, we've not really had it. Wrexham have had the possession, but as we know too well, 2 goals can soon turn around and can be thrown away, so we don't want to be sloppy. I think that feels like the right call. You've played well so far, but there's still room for improvement, and seem to motivate everybody as we go into this second half. I believe we are playing balanced as well, which was in the tactical meeting at the start. I'm not sure if we started 9th, but it looks like everybody else around us is winning as well. So though we've gone up, and Sterling puts away his 2nd of the game, his 3rd of the season, and he's turning out to be an incredibly good signing on that left side. 3-0 we lead now. That may move us up the table a little bit on goal difference if into space, and I think there might have been a question of offside. They're not going to show it again, so maybe not as questionable as we thought. Right, 73 minutes gone. I think it's probably about time to have a look at some changes. Tim is still not playing particularly well in midfield, so I think we'll bring Walker on for him. Akil Wright is another good signing, I think, in that role of defensive midfielders, doing that job really, really well. 2 up front playing well. Sterling James, probably player of the match so far. Everybody else is okay, so we'll just make that one change, and we'll also drop a bit of praise when we get the opportunity now. Right. As we know, this has bitten us in the bottom from time to time when we've dropped praise, but hopefully today it won't. They've had a few more chances in this second half. Only one chance. You see the chances are coming up now for Jack. Poor kick out, and here we go. He is having given the praise. Oh, off the post. But see what I mean? We've not had a highlight where they've got anywhere near goal, and then because we've dropped a bit of praise, it's almost like it goes to their head. Riley to Cardwell now. Cardwell, can he put on a bit of speed? Coming back from injury, of course, but his shots was very tame and straight at the goalkeeper. 90 minutes gone. They're not going to come back from this, so even if they get a consolation goal, which we don't really want them to get a consolation goal because just over the top because of the goal difference situation, but we've rounded off that game really, really well, and yeah, Only 42% possession though, 11 shots on target. They equal. Bearing in mind they only had one shot at the end of the first half. We really did let them back in on the second half there. But defensively, we must have played extremely well, because we didn't really let them get, apart from the one we saw. Yeah, pleased with the performance, I think. All well done. So it was only Tim who had a 6.4. Everybody else was over 7. And even Sam Walker coming on had a 6.7. So Tim, I think, may find himself dropped for the next match. As we go through, we finished 8th after all that. I think, I'm not quite sure where we were. But obviously everybody else around us has won as well. But we just need a bit of momentum. Keep going. These teams will start to drop points around us. As long as we're not dropping points, then there is room. We have a goal difference of 7 now, which is, when you look at the rest of the league here, same as Southend. Eastleigh are the only team that have a better goal difference than us. So goal difference wise, we're okay. And as it stands, 6 points behind Southend at the top there, but only 3 points behind Leyton Orient in second. So all things being equal, a winning episode, and I think we should be happy with that today. Yeah, I did say that we'd have a quick look at the Bedford game, the Bedford friendly, which we played. Having said Tim's been having a bad time, he did actually score a goal in that game, along with 2 from Charlie Ball. In that friendly, a 3-0 win as well. But home today, 3-0 win and 3,000 crowd. That is quite good. Having said that, we have been getting 1,000, 2,000. So crowd wise, we have got quite a lot of people getting into home games, and we're beginning to pick up that home. Despite the games here, but since then we seem to have locked in a little bit. So that is 6 games now. I know one was a friendly. 5 games in the league. Oh, sorry, that's telling complete lies. It is 5 games. No, 4 games in the league. 4 games in the league, with straight wins off the bat. So I think we should be reasonably happy with that. Right, we will be coming back in our next episode around about here, Aldershot Town, and probably the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, whoever we end up playing. So around about there is where we're coming back for our next episode. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and keep up to date with future episodes and series as they are released. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that you know when new episodes are released. And as of next week, new episodes for this particular series will be released every Monday and Thursday, not Wednesday and Friday as has been happening. Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. That's because we have a new series coming very, very shortly. So if you want to know about that series, you want to know when it's starting, follow me on Twitter, JustOffside2, for all the updates on this new series and lots more. Thanks for watching. I hope we'll see you at the next episode, which is episode 13. Unlucky for some, episode 13, and it's out on Monday. Don't forget.